Good evening, what's up? And yeah, with you, Yaroslav Shvets again. And of course, what do we do after hard, long day? Right, we go to gym and training hard as usual. So no excuses, no day off, no weekends, no holidays, just training hard and just get closer to our goal. So yeah, now we're doing warm-up. Warm-up is really important for not get any injury. Before we get to the gym, we just walk about half an hour, and on our way back it will be another half an hour, so it's like part of cardio. Hopefully what decrease amount of fat in the body, what basically it was aim. So, but what I suggest you always do like 5 or 15 minutes warm-ups, some stretching, running, jumping, whatever, for make your body ready for the workout. It doesn't matter on what group muscles of your work, it's a legs or back or your biceps, your chest, whatever. Make a couple of sets like with light weight for warming up, and you will be sure you will not get any injury. So I'll do like several videos for the beginners where I explain different kind of exercises and techniques, so it's to bring you idea how to make your training more productive, let's say, and so on. So I done like quite a lot of video for the inspire people, motivate them, just try to unstick from a sofa and go to do some activity. And yeah, if you're already in the gym, you're already here, okay, you can follow some of my videos, or you can do your own system. Basically, it's only imagination will limit you, so basically you can create any kind of training you want. So yeah, if you said like, oh, working with the weights is like really boring all the time and everything the same and so on, so I'll show you. So basically it's not. So you can do the same exercises completely differently, and you can change it like literally every training, and all of your training will be completely different, and you always will have some progress, always shock your muscles, always have the muscle pain. Sometimes a bit uncomfortable, but a little bit pleasant, thinking kind of man stuff. You feel great when you have like little bit of muscle pain after good hard training. So on the broadcast today, I'll discuss a little bit about a control motion exercise or control motion technique or whatever. You can find it with various names, but the meaning the same. So basically the standard way you do the exercises on a positive phase, you do it quick, and on a negative phase you do it slow. Basically it's kind you accelerate the muscles, and while you on a negative you do it slow, with some reason your hormone growth release on a negative phase. Basically it's not released, it give a signal to your body for release a little bit of hormone growth. Of course the dosage is really low, but we fight for any small single benefits. So basically your diet give you some kind of benefits, your exercises, time of sleeping, all of your regime, your techniques and so on, everything give you a little bit of benefits, and we fight for any single one, so little bit is fine. So basically it's a classical way to do it, any kind of exercise or any kind of muscle, so any group of muscle. You can do the biceps in the same way, you can do the triceps. If you cannot complete a certain exercise, let's say the pull-ups, or you can do the dips, push-ups, whatever, work only in a negative phase. It's mean help yourself or get up and go down by yourself slowly. Get yourself up, or if you make a push-ups, so help with legs or knees, just get it up and go down slowly, just use a negative phase, and sooner or later you can do it by yourself. So basically it was no gym around, we cannot find anything like suitable, but we did. We have to walk about half an hour, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. You can warm up before the training, so next time probably can run here. And basically we have like literally everything in the gym what we need. So today we'll do the leg training with a control motion, and also here not much like big weights. If you like working with a big weights like over 100 kilo and you don't have it, so you can change your exercise. You, let's say, can do the static, or you can do the pump, or you can do the control motion, exactly what we do today. And even if you're working with the small weights, believe me, you will hurt your muscle a lot. It will be quite difficult when you do it slow and make you suffer. So as you see on example, we control on a negative phase, but our next exercise, what we will do, basically we will negative and a positive phase, we will do really slowly. So basically you can do it slow as possible. So even with really small weights, with a really small dumbbells or bar, it will make the exercise quite difficult. Yeah, about the stretching. So you can do it before and after. Usually it's much more easy to do the stretching after the training when you're really warm. It doesn't matter you stretch your back or legs or arms or whatever, but I wanna stretch a little bit before as well, because I got several injuries and it's kind of pain in the ass, difficult to do certain exercises and not such flexible like before, but still we fight with it, and I believe like in several months, hopefully it will get better. Maybe a year, I don't know. Usually like recover the injury take a super long time. So, you know, the idea of the video, it doesn't matter what you have. So if you don't have like a proper gym you want to find or equipment usually you work to, okay, just use any available equipment you have. So any available gym or space, if you find a high bar, okay, just work out on a high bar. If you found something like a dips, you can work on dips. If you don't have nothing, okay, just use only your body and any surface like floor. You can do it, I don't know, even on a pedestrian road or car park and so on. So basically I done several videos when I just have no place around for the workout. So we just training on the loft, on the roof, in the basement, the car park, on the street, in the park, and so on. And if you have your body, that's pretty enough. It's pretty enough. You can do the star jumps, you can do the push-ups, squats, whatever, sit-ups, and can be fit. But yeah, if you're training for being a Mr. Olympia or get ready, I don't know, some competitions on a men's physique, etc. So probably you'll need like a proper gym. But still, you can see it's a perfect example. We don't have it now, but we use everything what possible. So basically the training might be changed and exercises might be changed, what available equipment you have. It's the same if you have at home like couple dumbbells, okay, you're a super happy person, you can work with your dumbbells. And if you have only one dumbbell, okay, just working with one. You can change your arms, do it on the shoulder or chest, just swap it one by one, that's it. So basically it's only ability of your mind to find the solution for the certain things and so on. So as you see here, no big weights, so we use like literally anything what possible here. So still I suggest you to do the warm-up, like really good warm-up, because I heard like many different stories when people just stretch the muscle joints, tendons and so on. So just be really careful with it, especially if you're working with a big weight. So our idea today is a control motion. So the way you can do the exercises is do everything like super slow. You can go down slow, go up slow, and you can do the same thing on any group of muscle. And even if you're working with a small weight, it will be not such easy how it seems like. So basically any your training can be completely different, because we have a different muscles fibers, and on each these muscle fibers you can do the different exercises for, let's say, probably I'll do another video when I explain more probably with the pictures, so it will be really understandable for people especially who really new, like super beginners. So let's say if you do the static exercises, it almost not give any effect for your muscle growth, but it make it stronger, but it's give a really good effect for your joints and tendons. So basically it probably only thing what it can make it stronger, but still it can increase your results basically in any kind of sport, let's say the powerlifting or whatever, because it gets stronger and you will be able to work with a bigger weight. So it's one of the explanation when like skinny guy or skinny girl can easily lift like quite big weights because they have really strong tendons. So training tendons is really important, but not many people training it because it's not affect your muscles much, not give you much shape and so on. Another example, you can do, let's say, the pumping, what's mostly really popular, especially nowadays. So now the fitness models and bodybuilders use just the pumping technique, because you can work with the small weights and you can just pump up your muscle. As I said, what decrease the chances for get any kind of injury, let's say, and just give you like nice shape, and you still can be more lean. For the pumping, you can do like say 4-5 sets, 12-18 reps per set. So you can take some weight, you will be able to do 12-18 reps. And usually people do the pumping who train in like years already. So it's mean you all of the muscle cells it's swapped already, because we have like many not workable muscle cells, and then when you training with the years it change for a good one, because we have many what really useless. So that's why some people who just start to do the fitness, just start to do some exercises, it's quite difficult because not all of the cells working, not all of the fiber is good, so it takes months or even years for change all of it. It's explained why for new athletes the pumping system not really works, because the endurance and grow with years. It's another case why I not suggest you to do the CrossFit, like cross-functional training for the beginners, because your heart not ready, your muscle not ready. It's really easy for get injury and just ruin your heart blood vessels, what you need to take care of. So mostly intent for be like healthy and made the exercise for improve your health, not only you looking and not only your results, but usually professional athletes who work on the results, you skip many point, and basically professional sport it's not about a healthy life being, but it's still about your aim. If you just wanna get a first place, be number one, yeah, so your goal is totally different, and you will need to work on a result. But still, if you just wanna improve your health, go to gym regularly, and you make some notes, and you can increase your results a little bit, like do extra set, do extra rep, add a little bit of weight, yeah. You will get a progress, and you will satisfy yourself when you have a certain kind of progress, and it's, I would say, quite pleasant moment. The same when you run your business and you see your network is growing and your income is getting a bit more and your sales get a bit more, you have more products, you have more connections, your customers list is growing and so on. So basically the same thing, you came to the gym and you're training not 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes already, you can do the cardio longer, you can squat not 40-60 kilo already and so on. You lose just 1 kilo on the first month, but this month you lose 3 kilo already and so on, and you looks better already, you feel stronger, you feel more energy, and probably it's what we fight for. So I think it's more of the important things why we go into gym. We go into gym because we want to feel good, we want to look good, we want to feel good, and this kind of energy when you get like super confident and you always show, yes, I can do it, and you always energize, you not feel yourself like a lazy shit. So you're really alert, easy for get up, easy wake up, because you have the energy. And I think it's most of the problem in the big cities, people just exhausted and look like squeezed lemon and feel like as well have no energy, just maximum can do just sit, lay down on the sofa and watch some TV and so on, no creativity. I already not talk about after work, on some of your projects, or pay time to your kids, friends, and so on. So maybe it goes like many people, they not do any activities, they not go gym because simply don't have energy. But you know what, you will not receive any energy if you will not do anything for it. So if you will not do the activity, your body will not release any more hormones, will not give you any more energy. So if you will eat a shit food, of course you will be tired, you will be just more hungry from it, and will not get any good benefits. So if you manage your diet, your nutrition, yeah, at least for cut your calories, for lose some weight, to be lighter. For some people, they feel tired, and it's pretty common, it's just a physic. So if you have like 20 or 40 kilo extra weight, you need to carry this 40 kilo always with you. So when you lose a bit, let's say 10 or 20 kilo, of course you feel yourself much lighter, and you have much more energy because you don't need to carry all of this extra weight. And of course you will be hungry because your body needs support, not only your physical body, your muscles, and this extra fat as well. So basically, if you will gain like 10 or 20 kilo of muscle, you need more calories for serve all of that extra muscles as well. Alright, so let's come back to different kind of exercises. Probably you might see in the gym some guys to do the certain exercises quick and others slow, and another guy doing like a few reps, and another guys they do it like 20 reps, and so on. So basically, why they do the same exercises so differently? Because they're working on different kind of fibers. So probably I don't need to explain you the so common things like a sprinter cannot run the marathon because they're working only on a fast muscle fibers, but the marathon runner cannot run the sprint with the same speed, and so on. So the powerlifter, it will be not in the same endurance level than, let's say, the wrestler or boxer, and so on, because they work on a different muscles fibers, and so on. So basically, it doesn't matter what you're training, your muscle will be working a certain way and will be get stronger. So if someone really good in swimming, so maybe not will be really good in running. So probably that's why create a triathlon, so where you need to in cycling and running and swimming, but everything intent on the maximum endurance, but they can be good powerlifters, let's say. And what was a super tough, it's cross-functional training, where you need to be and tough and powerful enough and fast. So probably I'll make another video about CrossFit, when explain more in details and about the history and so on. It's really cool. So if you're like super strong, you're training years, so it might be something you need to try to, especially if you train in the martial arts and you want to have like a really high level of endurance. Yeah, the CrossFit definitely for you. If you're a new one, I not suggest you, because your heart, it might not take it over, so you need to protect your heart as well. So different kind of exercises. Let's say you want to increase your power and you work on a fiber what give you the power. So you need to take a maximum weight as possible, and you do like from 1 till 6 reps per set. And probably in this case you need to take really long rest before the sets for recover your muscles and have enough energy for work with the big weights as well. That's why some guys, they want to increase endurance and they take like only 30 seconds break or 1 minute, and another guys, they can take like 7 or even 10 minutes because they need to lift a maximum weight only one time. So if you work on your powerful muscles, muscle fiber I mean, so basically you can take some weight, you can lift only 5 times and you can do 4, 5 or 6 sets. But basically if you new one, you can start with 3 sets and you do only 5 reps and repeat it again. If you're unable to complete 5 reps, so maybe you rest only 3 or 4 minutes, it's not enough, try to take it 5 or 6 and so on. So it's something that give you like the power. So it's have a lot of different techniques when the people mix different kind of training, different kind of exercises, work on different kind of fibers. So let's say start with static and stretching, then work on the powerful fibers and end up with the pumping and so on, and vice versa. So basically you can create and change the training depend from your preferences. Okay, so we've done a bit of squat, and now we will work on a back part of legs, biceps. So basically you do the bending with the straight legs, and if you do it slow, even with a small weight, it's make your lower part of back work quite well. And you not need only the weights, dumbbells or bar, same control motion exercises you can do with your own way. Or you can put your backpack and add additional 20 kilo, and believe me, in a few sets you will feel it. So if you do like squats, of course with weight you do it like 10-12 times, but without you can do it like 20, a bit more, but it works well. Same like a push-ups or pull-ups. If you do it really slow, it's not easy at all. So one training you can do it slow, another training you can do it fast, one training you can do it static, another training you can do it with a control motion, and so on. So each training you can do it differently, and you'll get different benefits, different result for it. Okay, so powerlifters, some powerlifter trainings, they make only like one rep. So they take a maximum weight, let's say 200 kilo, done one rep, completed, great. Then add another 5 kilo, one rep. Then add another 5 kilo, one rep, and so on, and just move forward and forward, because the aim for lift is maximum possible weight. That's it. And if you work on another fiber, let's say on a fast one, so you will do completely the different exercises. So let's say in a boxing or martial arts, you work on a fast muscle fibers, so you'll do completely different exercises, what increase your endurance as well. So let's say the sprinters, they take really short period of time and make a sprint. That's it, for use only the fast fibers. Let's say on a run on 100 meters. But if you run, let's say, what on my opinion most difficult part, 400 meters, so you use your fast fibers, and basically your endurance should be like much higher, because you run in not only 100 meters when you just can give maximum power in a really short period of time, you need to keep it like much longer. So 400 meters you need to run on your maximum just way longer, and it's not a marathon when you just keep certain rhythm and just keep going and running, use only your endurance. So basically exercises when you increase your endurance will be different, rest time it will be really short, and you just keep going. Let's say like a cycling, but not mix it with a cardio. Cardio it's really low intensity if it's not a HIIT cardio, but basically HIIT cardio is same idea. On a short period of time you use the maximum power, take a rest and go again. But usually cardio it's low intensity, what just increase your heartbeat a little bit, and you keep going like quite a long time, from 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever. If it's walking or cycling or swimming, it depends. And from intensity, it depends what benefits you will get. So you can just stimulate your heart muscle. So if let's say you're born with really weak muscle, so you need to train it like twice a day, at least 40 minutes for training. Or if you want to just decide to make it stronger. If you want a fat burn, so probably your intensity will be like a little bit higher, but not too high. Because if your intensity is too high, you already will burn a bit your muscle, because for body it's much easier to take amino acids from your muscles than burn fat, and it's unfortunately true. So that's why you can like scream in the gym, take a big weight, sweat a lot, and you will not burn any fat. Same. You can play football, you can play volleyball, and you almost will not use your fat, you will use your muscles and eat afterwards, and just recover your muscles again and repeat the process. But your fat level will be on the same level. So basically, it's much easier for balance it with your dietary. So basically, your way mostly it's your diet, and yeah, in general, how you look like it's your diet as well. So probably I'll give you quite enough idea about why the people do the different kind of exercises. Because if you want to be faster, you work on the fast fibers. If you want to increase your endurance, you work on another fibers what increase the endurance. So probably I will make another video, another examples when we will work just for the endurance, especially what people use who train in the martial arts, boxing, judo, wrestling, whatever. So that kind of exercises is called stator dynamic exercises. Basically it have like two parts of exercises what increase your endurance. One, you do the like 30 seconds by 30 seconds. 30 seconds you work, 30 seconds you take a rest. Why this 30 seconds? Because you just give a certain signals to your cells. So basically you need to speak on your cells language. So the cells have a certain reaction depend from the environment. So when you create a certain environment, they give a certain reaction. So that's why you have a certain benefits from certain exercises. So if you will be interested in that, I can give you small biology lection. So basically it's nothing more than biology. So your cells living by their own life, and will nothing happen if you will not follow the simple rules. So same if you will ruin your diet, not accept much good results from it. And same like your stem cells when you was created and in your mom belly, they have a certain program, and the stem cells follow the program. They create your bones, muscles, skin, fat, and so on. So basically stem cells, what great experiments was made by Russian scientists years ago. The stem cells, they react on an environment, and what environment it have, the stem cells can become fat, muscles, or bones, or skin, whatever. So basically, if you want something from your body, you need to create a certain environment, and when you create a certain environment, you will get a certain reactions, because basically you nothing to do with your cells. You just give them a signal, and what signal the cell receive, they react on it. So if you have a signal, what let's say insulin, give to the cell, okay, you need mitochondria should absorb more food and so on and grow and blah blah blah. Same, your hypothalamus have a certain signals. Like, let's say you do the workout and then it start to release a little bit more hormone growth because you need to recover yourself. You done the workout. Same, you increase your blood circulation. You have a signal your testicular release a little bit more of testosterone and so on. So not only your activity and the food give the same signal. So if you eat fast carbohydrates, your body will automatically produce more insulin. Otherwise, we will kill ourselves with such amount of glycogen, especially if you eat a lot of sweets or bakery. Probably people who have a diabetes, they know all of that things. Because if you, all of the glycogen what we digest come directly to the blood, so probably will die from it. So that's why insulin, take it and put it in liver and put it in the fat, and after use from it later on. But if you will be on a diet, you make ultimate fasting, or let's say you eat slow carbohydrates and you control your insulin, your body will produce less insulin, and probably you will get a bit less fat, and you have more chance for your hormone growth. And hormone growth give a direct effect, completely different to the insulin. So basically it burn a bit fat, grow a bit muscles, and the problem is, so only one from this hormone can be dominate. So if your insulin level is higher, it will dominate on your hormone growth. So probably that's why if you want a more hormone growth, it will be not really good idea after the training drink some sweet milk or eat banana or any fast carbs or sweets at all, because you will kill all productions of your hormone growth. But if you drink like protein shake or eat some protein food, you will give pretty good benefits. And it's not about a protein window, like people said, like you have a 20 minutes after the workout when your body will digest protein much quicker and easier than another time. So basically another research, it was fail, but for your recovery it's really necessary. But if you need quicker recovery, so probably you will need carbohydrates better instead of protein, because you'll recover yourself much faster. But it still depends what result you want to get. So in this case you can construct different kind of dietary, different kind of food, different kind of exercise, different kind of regime. It depends how you work, where you work, what you're doing, and so on. So same about the food. When you eat more protein food and get more amino acids, they send a certain signal to your hypothalamus for release a little bit more hormone growth. Same, probably many of you don't know, like serotonin, dopamine, serotonin released easier when you eat, let's say, a little bit of beans, a little bit of grains, and when you have certain kind of amino acids. So these amino acids send a signal to hypothalamus to release a little bit of kind of neurotransmitters, what make you happier. But if your nutritionist sucks, you will stop the process and probably you will feel not so good as well. So it's another explanation when people who active and watch their nutrition, they try to be healthy, they more smiling, they more happy, they more laughing, they have more energy, they in better mood, because everything affected. Some people will say, oh, you know, I really enjoy to eat in the fast food and I'm really happy from it. Yeah, because the bacteria what sit in your body, they send you the signals they want to fast food, and after they give you kind of rewards, but it's not what you really need. And if you will not eat that food what they want for the environment, they need to keep a certain environment for be alive, they'll send in other chemicals that make you really unhappy, sad and depressed, I would say. So basically it's only way you just fight with it. Really good research what I suggest you to read, it called dopamine fasting. But basically it affects like everything, not only physical things or your dietary, even your mental things and your thoughts process. But it's explained quite well how to little bit manage and control your neurotransmitters, what basically might increase the quality of your life, of your thinking process, of your mental health as well. But it's quite a vast topic and it's quite a lot to explain. So if someone interested, I can make another video about, or you can just type online it. I'm pretty sure it's quite a lot made already, called the dopamine fasting. So we have a lot of kind of different fasting. So yeah, again, come back to the environment. Why we need a certain nutrition, why we need 30% of good fat, 30% of protein, 30% of carbs, what better the slow carbs. Because when you have all of the necessary nutritions, you will send certain signals to your body, to your cells, for produce certain amount of hormone and react in a certain way. So basically you send the signals, the command, I would say, to your cells how they're supposed to react, and then you will get a certain result from it. And if you send these signals, you send these commands over and over again during the months, years, well, probably you'll get certain benefit. But if you said, oh yeah, I tried this diet for a week or 7 days and not really work, so you know, it's really long process. Even if you wanna lose some weight and sit on a diet like let's say diet, you just cut a little bit of carbs, yeah, 1 month, and 1 month probably will be not enough, because you, let's say, lose a couple of kilos instead of 10, so you need to keep going much longer. So for see the result, I think it's a minimum 1 month. You need to be on a certain diet for see what effect it gives to your body. As myself, I tried so many different diets. If you saw my videos, on some I was quite skinny, on some I was fat when I just play with the fast carbs and so on, just to check is it possible for gain weight and so on. If like, let's say, eat 5,000 calories a day, like 6 meals and so on, yeah, everything's possible. And it was quite interesting experiment, what I never thought it's my work in a certain way. And I'm really glad to share my experience, and not only my other athletes, trainers, fitness models and so on. I met a lot of people, and I'm super curious person, so always ask what's their regime, what they eat, how they train and so on. So yeah, I think I'll need to make some interviewing some guys. So basically it's like simple proof, it's not my personal opinion, like other people just make a lot of experiments as well. So same when I was a vegan or raw foodist, vegetarian, whatever. So basically after 1 month, the diet is just to start to work in a certain way. So let's say if you meditate, you want to make your mind clear. So only after 1 month you can see this kind of lightness. So it start to work like really, really slow. So if you losing weight or like you want to get the benefits for raw food, I've been on raw food like 3 years, 3 months per year, 2-3 months approximately. And first month you just super hungry, it's really uncomfortable, and after 1 month it's get a bit better. Second month you still keep losing weight, you lose a lot of weight. Third month you feel absolutely fine, still skinny, and after that you just maybe slowly start to gain weight. But people said to me like you need to be like 3 months or not 3, sorry, 6 months on the raw food diet, and after your weight's getting back. But I never been like such long for 6 months, so maybe that's why I didn't get a certain result. Same like fasting, I done like a short-term fasting, didn't done for a long time much, so probably my results is quite different for the people who done it for much longer and so on. So any changes you want to make, you need to keep it long. So let's say you cut a 50 grams of carbs per day, so you cut your like little bit of calories, so you cut like 500 calories a day. Of course you will get the results months later, and after you need to decide, you need to go and back or cut a bit more or change something else for get a better result and so on. And you just checking, and you cannot get like straight result just in 1 day. Probably if you like super lean and super skinny and you will eat a lot of carbs, so probably on the next day you can see you absorb extra water, or when you're pumping, the carbs give you pretty much good pump, but like obvious result, like you gain a little bit of muscles, I don't think you will see like in a week time or so on. So it's a really long process. So basically you change your lifestyle and just keep going. And you see the benefit, you feel better, you feel good, okay, just keep to it. Your energy level is going high, okay, that's fine. So probably you're moving in the right direction. But if you like have no power, you're fasting like 10 days and have blue eyes, you white like a vampire, so probably not that healthy, you need to change something. So like I met some people who said, yeah, I'm super healthy, I'm like a crazy vegan or crazy vegetarian, but their nutrition is terrible. They don't have enough fat, let's say, or maybe not enough protein or whatever, not eat any grains or beans, etc. And they really look not good. Their skin look not so good, face and so on. At the same moment, can meet like some people who do the yogas for the years, and this woman's like over the 50 or man like 60 years ago, and they just look amazing. Because they decide to eat a certain food, they balance their nutrition, they balance their activity, like, okay, every morning do like 1 hour cardio and so on. And you know, they look like 15 years younger, and it's incredible results. So basically you can see it on someone who prove it, and it's not only 1 or 2 person, it's a lot of people like that. So it works. So if you want to get a certain results, you take certain dietary and okay, let's go. But yeah, if you want to be a bodybuilder, so probably your amount of protein should be much higher, or if you want to be a powerlifter, so probably your diet will be totally different. You need eat a lot of calories for having such amount of power. Or let's say if you're training for run a marathon, your food will be really different because you burn a lot of calories, and probably you will need a fast carb, especially before the run, during the run, after run, for get a faster recovery instead of a slow carb. So depending from your lifestyle and your activity, your diet might be not the same. I will give you like really bright and different examples for understanding. But of course, if you're just sitting in the office doing nothing, so you probably should forget about the sugar or fast carbs at all, and you need at least some activity like, I don't know, walking, because your blood vessels and your heart, it will not get stronger if you just sit and do nothing. Your brain, yeah, you have a like really high brain activity, can be like super creative, have a good memory, but your body might struggle as well. And by our evolution, believe it or not, it doesn't matter, and the people was quite active. Run, try to catch the animal or run away from the animal, fighting, moving, discover different territory, move from one place to another, then do the farming. So the thousands of years humanity was like really active and work a lot, work I would say even hard. And now, and everything changed, and new technologies came, and all of the machines and robots do everything instead of us, and we always not move, we even not clean our house, because we have a smart robots and so on, like fast food everywhere, really available, so we no need even to cook in our place and so on. So we move less and less, and we became like really inactive, and it's quite harsh because we might have even muscle atrophy, and probably new generation get more and more weaker. Okay, let's say the kids who been like 20 or 30 years ago, everyone been on the street, play football, running around and so on, and kids what now, they just play in the gadgets, they don't move much, they have a super high level of energy, but they not put it anywhere, because they just sit and play with the gadgets and have quite big access to the food full of sugar and fast carbs. So probably next generation might be way weaker than our grandparents, let's say. And basically your lifestyle, your food, your activity, it affects everything. Your genetics, let's say. So how would you like your kids and grandkids look like? It affects your immune system. Yep, same nutrition, your activity. If you get weaker, your immune system get weaker as well. So basically everything that you do, your action, it's only for yourself, not for anyone else. So basically all of the investments of your time, of your energy, what you're doing, sooner or later will give you some results. So everything what you're doing now, so everything what you eating right now, all of the action you do it now. So you're going to gym or you're smoking, you walk in a park, or you just drink a beer. So sooner or later it's give you certain results. So some people, they're not able to look in the future, foresee some cause and effect, but it will be. So if you educate yourself, you're reading books, get smarter, collect the information, yeah, later on probably you might be becoming some really cool specialist in a certain way. So if you do the activity, so let's say later on, like 10 or 20 years later, you will be much fitter than your siblings, yeah? So same, if you manage your food, you might be like way more healthier, and probably compared to your co-workers or people around, during next 10 years you will never visit a hospital compared to other people, and so on. So basically everything what you're doing now, any of your action, any of your even thoughts, if you try to think positively, keep away from stress and so on, you will make like really huge benefits to yourself, and it's best investments you can do. And only investor who you have is yourself. So basically only you can manage all of it. Because no one can sit on diet instead of you, no one can do exercises instead of you, because that person will receive all of the benefits, not you. So basically some of the principles of how business works, this might not work certainly to your body. And yeah, it's your body, so only you take care of it. So probably people around, they not give a shit about. So if it's someone really need it only for you, and you decide how your body will look like after a few months, after a few years, let's say, yeah, and you will probably decide how your kids and grandkids look like, what you transfer to them. So basically it's like a free will, it's a really free choice, it's really up to you. So this video, it's like nothing much like my thoughts flying out. So yeah, we start in video about control motion exercises. So yeah, you can do it with your own way, with the dumbbells, whatever, use any possible equipment. So basically it's everything what I try to use, but yeah, probably I like to talk too much, have too much energy. Probably my nutritions and my activity make certain cause of super high energy and high level of creativity. Like you go to work, after work you go to the gym, after gym you work on a project and still have power, you want to do something, you want to create, want to talk to the people, and this kind of power, it's never left you, and this kind of energy always with you, and it just like seems to explode inside of you. So I'll do the meditation and lucid dreams and all of the stuff, and it just keep moving and keep going. So basically that's why I want to share it with you. I know it's really great feeling, so I want, like, if at least not everyone, but a lot of people around have a same kind of state when you always feel, I would say, good, even high, yeah, super talkative, positive, creative, wanna do the things, and so on. So hopefully sharing my experience was helpful to you. So yeah, this video and other in this folder was basically intended for beginners, for new people who have no idea what to do in the gym, how to do the exercises and what benefits is key and so on. But yeah, I make a few another one about not only about exercises, more about the food, mindset, inspiration, motivations, and so on. So basically all in total might work well, I guess. Okay, so be fit and healthy, and I'll see you on another broadcast soon.